with y'all boys, man. We back at it again, man. I've been a little bit of hiatus, but y'all been tagging me in this situation. Y'all saying, couples therapist Josh, we need your opinion on this. We need to see what's going on. Man, I haven't seen much of this. All I know is she cracked her cousin. Hold on, let me take the subs and falls off here. But all I know is she cracked her cousin. She cheated on her, man. It's all some crazy shit. Y'all already know how I do it out here. You cheat on your partner, you're automatically in the wrong. But you know what I'm saying? Hey, we gonna give her a fair shot. We gonna give that nigga a fair shot. This is her apology video, so she's gonna be biased. But we gonna break it down. We gonna see through everything. And y'all know I don't ask for much on this channel. But y'all, my streaming university application is out. I finna put the link in the bio. Y'all go tap in with it. Actually, I might upload it on YouTube later. I don't know. We'll figure that out now. But yeah, make sure y'all tap in with my streaming application video. I really appreciate y'all for all the support. But let's get into the video. Let's break this down. Also, wait. What's y'all predictions? Do y'all think she gonna say some bullshit? Or do you think she is going to actually give out facts? I don't know. A lot of the times when girls get caught cheating in any type of situation, they will say that they were wrong, but they will cope. So it automatically cancels it too, right? They'll say, oh, what I did was wrong, but he did so. That's just what I've, you know what I'm saying, versus when I've done all my couples therapy sessions, that's what I've seen happen a lot. Nobody likes to take accountability. But let's speak.
Hello everyone, I am here to say my truth and share my story on the things that have been released on the internet and the things that have happened to me. First and foremost, I want to start off by taking full accountability for what I did. I want to start off by apologizing to the person that I hurt the most in this situation, which was my ex. I want to say sorry to my supporters that I disappointed. I did a lot of things that I'm not proud of, and I have to own up to them. To my ex, I'm so sorry for hurting you, and I'm sorry that I did not take your feelings into consideration when I did what I did. But our relationship was not picture perfect as it may seem. I lost myself in our relationship, and I was in a...
Full screen. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, I'll put the link to book with me in the description, y'all. I promise you I didn't even watch the video. 10 seconds. How long we in? 40 seconds in, chat. 40 seconds in, and she's already making an excuse. I'm not here to bash women. If this was a man, wallahi, I would say the same thing. Or on God. I don't even know why I say wallahi. I'm not even a Muslim. But I would say the exact same thing. Yo, 40 seconds in, you couldn't even make a genuine apology. No, run this back.
Take your feelings into consideration when I did what I did. But our relationship...
Oh my God, this is like, is this PR? Is this PR? This has to be fake beef or something, because I can't believe this. Gang, at least apologize. Like, you can explain why you did it, but in the first 5 seconds? You know, I'm just gonna hear it.
It's not picture perfect as it may seem. I lost myself in our relationship, and I was in a very dark place at the time when I did what I did. I have to own up to what I did, and I have to take accountability for my actions. And in doing that, I've come to realize that I need help.
Too many cuts. When we make an apology like this, right? And I'll have my two participants, or the two people I'm giving counseling to, we don't do no cuts. You say it as it is. So whenever we're on Zoom, right? Or whenever we're having a meeting, no cuts. So when you cut something like this, it instantly loses all your credibility. I don't know why
we're doing this. Accountability for my actions.
I mean, you're a YouTuber too. You can't just make a video straight. But I'm not hating. I'm just
doing that. I've come to realize that.
Like, why are we cutting the video? But
I need help.
I'm not hating. I'm just like, yo, throughout the whole video, I'm gonna give my observations, alright? Because y'all know I'm a couples therapist, certified, 97% success rate when it comes to saving relationships. If y'all wanna book with me, the link is gonna be in the bio.
For myself and for all my loved ones around me. I know I've done wrong. I fucked up. And I'm taking time away to seek professional help in order to correct my mistakes, reflect on what I've done, and become a better
Yo, chat, let me know if my mic is too loud. Is it too loud? I low-key forgot to check.
person.
Is it too loud? Yes or
But
no?
I would still like to come on here to share my story because regardless, I've done wrong and I did not have to go down that route and I deeply regret it. But there's more to my story and there's a lot of lies and misinformation being...
I don't know how I feel about this, chat. Like, yes, she should explain herself, but like, I just don't want her to like make it seem like what she did wasn't wrong. Or like, I don't want her to make it seem like if anybody was in her shoes, they would have done that. Because cracking your cousin is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? I know hella niggas who have done some weird shit with their cousin, but to cheat on your partner, that's where I have to draw the line. Because you know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta think about it. A lot of these niggas, they spend... First of all, let me ask y'all this. How many times were y'all left alone with your cousin when you were a kid? You can remember countless times where it was a cousin of the opposite gender, right? And I'm not saying it's right to do that, but a lot of you niggas, you know what I'm saying? Y'all try some shit. I personally know multiple people who have done some questionable shit with their cousin. You know what I'm saying? It happens to everybody. But as you grow up, you stop doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, I think the reason that a nigga would be driven to do some shit is some trauma. A, trauma. And B, there's got to be some type of demon, some type of parasite leeching on her to make her do some stupid shit like that. Because when you get to a certain point like this and you doing all this content, nigga, she probably sold her soul. So I'm not even going to get into that today, man. That's for another video, y'all. But she's definitely dealing with some trauma and she went to her cousin to try and deal with it. There's some, because if you here with us, you don't crack your cousin, especially at this age, gang. Let's be real.
About me in order to farm more hate and negativity towards my name. And I would like to clear up a lot of things. First, I want to address the note that was released online. I did not have any involvement in creating it or writing it in any way. It was only shared to me. And I also want to make this very clear. I did not have any sexual intercourse with anybody outside of my relationship. There was a rumor going around that I was cheating my entire relationship, and I've been doing this for months, which is completely false because this is only a recent incident that had occurred. I'm not trying to make anything I've done sound any better, but I think it's important that I share my truth because of the insane amount of lies that are being spread about me on the internet. Firstly, I want to clear up that I wasn't disowned by anybody, and I still have a great relationship with my mother. This was a fallacious rumor that was started by someone that I thought was a friend and is completely untrue. My family does not agree with the choices that started by anybody, and I still have a great relationship with my mother. This was...
Please eat and go sleep. Tomorrow's a new day, okay? I'm going to sleep before you go to sleep the night. Once you come to mommy, we'll make it to a good night. Hey, W mom. I ain't gonna lie, W parents, but I don't know how I'd react after this. Unless
See the call logs really quick.
That I wasn't disowned by anybody, and
Sissy, Elia, Grandma. So everybody's trying to call you, trying to see what the fuck you did. I mean, I don't know if this is real. I don't know if this is fake. It could be whatever because anybody can change the contact name. But it gotta get to a point, y'all. Y'all can't. I mean, I get it. This is some hard shit to go through. But you pampering this nigga at this point. I'm sorry. This is some. Why you we pampering this nigga? She got in a relationship and she cheated on her with her cousin. You was saying you love your cousin, gang. That's gotta have some reprimand. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can tell him, hey, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Shit happens, but you need some help. You feel what I'm saying? Maybe they're not showing that part, but like, I don't know. That looks like she been pampering her. It looks like they don't think she did anything wrong,
and it's completely untrue. My family does not agree with the choices that I made, but they're standing beside me as I continue to get help and work to better myself. I also want to talk about
W family
that my ex was on, where he alleged that I did not want to publicly claim him and I wanted to hide our relationship from the internet. But in reality, in the first year of us being together, we actually had a popular couple page. And the real reason on why I wanted to go private was because at the time, I had a lot of people actively telling me to leave him because it was toxic.
I would often discuss his toxic behavior towards me in my live streams. Clips, we need clips.
I also want to make it clear that any cousin or stepbrother or any content like that we made together was his idea and he convinced me to do it. The next...
Shit. Kenneth. See, yo, I think this could have been a content idea where she says, you know what I'm saying? He said, yo, I'm gonna say that you cheated on me, blah, blah, blah. And then I think the internet took it too far. And now she's trying to, like, you know what I'm saying, backtrack it. That could have happened, honestly. Because when I first seen this shit, I really did not believe it. Like, are we serious? And nigga cracked your cousin, and the first thing you do is you make, like, a funny YouTube video? I mean, I see no emotions. I see no none. I wasn't buying it at first. And then I started to see the proof and shit, and I don't know. But then when he hopped on Blackboy Max's stream, I was like, this is a little too good to be true. You know what I'm saying? So this could be a content idea that the internet took too far. I can see that. I can see it 100%. I can see it 100%. And the way she's being nervous right now and her posture is moving, it does not look like she's lying. She looks very, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she looks, I don't know how to explain it, but you know when you, like, telling the truth, but you scared to tell the truth? That's what she looks like right now. Not defending her actions.
The next thing I want to address is a very serious topic. It is my belief that suicide in any form should be taken serious and never lightly. While I understand the streaming business and the need to say crazy things in order to get clicks and impressions, the thought that somebody's personal struggle with suicide can be used by anybody for jokes and views is disgusting and cruel. While I've been off the net, it was brought to my attention that the streamer Snowcone made up a false rumor that I admitted myself into a suicide facility in order to get attention from my ex. I was involuntarily admitted into a suicide facility because...
Yo, what does involuntary mean, Jack?
I was involuntarily admitted into a suicide facility because I was considered a threat to myself. It was a terrible experience and one I would never wish on myself or anybody else. I want to say to Snowcone that while I understand I'm not perfect and I've done wrong, regardless of the mistakes that a person makes, that doesn't give you or anybody else the right to belittle, lie, and create false allegations about somebody's mental health. Throughout all of...
I'm sorry, chat. I got it 2x speeded. My attention span is too slow for this.
Lied and made up rumors about me in order to hate find me and get attention. Even though you don't care, I want to let you know that the rumors you created have garnered me more death threats and have made my mental battle that much harder. And that hurts from someone I considered a close friend. Me and my ex were involved in a toxic and abusive relationship.
Really?
When I was in love with him, I was blind to the harmful behavior and abuse that was going on. Our relationship was built on unhealthy emotional attachment, and I stayed because it was all that I knew. He was my first boyfriend, he was my first everything, and I met him when I was 18, just graduated high school, and he was 21.
Jesus Christ of Nazareth! Nah, chat, I ain't gonna lie. Alright, yo, let's fact check. I ain't gonna lie, I don't even know their username, so I can't fact check. If this nigga really 21, this makes it that much worse, gang. This whole situation as a whole, bro. This shit fucked up. So she was probably trying to use her cousin as an escape from an abusive ass nigga, because I've seen older niggas get with younger females all the time, and you can't tell me that shit is not like abusive. Like when an older man, a man tries to get with a girl, I ain't gonna lie, bro. That shit, like, that nigga's a predator, bro. I don't care, bro. 3 years of age and you're dating at 18. Nah, come on, bro. That shit, unless you know him before. If you knew him before, that's different. But like, you actively went and got a high schooler you ain't know, bro. You a predator again. I'm sorry, bro. And it's just like, I want to be on her side, but it's like, why are you saying that now? You feel what I'm saying? Why are you saying you're in an abusive relationship now? Maybe her escape was her cousin, right? Because as a couples therapist, you really got to look at every single scenario. What if, as an outlet, instead of seeking for help, her cousin was right there? She knew him all her life. She could make excuse with him, and then through that connection, because when you dump trauma on a person and they actually listen to you, you actually bond over that. You know what I'm saying? You can, like, connect over that. So over time, that shit created a bond where she liked him because that nigga was pampering her. I don't know. But, like, the 18 and the 21, Kenneth, I want to be on your side, twin, but Kathleen, I got it here, bro. That's whack, dude. That's whack.
There's two sides to every story, and our relationship was unhealthy on both ends. And since he's decided to bring my wrongdoings onto the internet, I believe it is only fair that I bring attention to the things that he has done to me, because my ex was never a saint like he paints himself out to be. We had a
Wow. I don't want to say, I want to say she's just bringing this stuff onto the internet just to get back at him, but she played her cards right there. Damn, she's got to have a lawyer or something, because no way you thought of that shit. You said, since he brought my ideas onto the internet, or my business on the internet, I'm going to bring mine. I ain't going to lie, bro. She got it. She's cooking it. I ain't going to lie. Game 7, we had like game 4 right now. It's the second quarter. She's down 2-1, but she's starting to make a comeback from like the 20-point lead. Now it's a 10-point lead right now. Game 4, I ain't gonna lie. Shit crazy.
Our relationship, which was normal, but what wasn't normal was the verbal, mental, and physical abuse that he subjected me to. He put me through a lot in the past 2.5 years of us being together. He even forced himself on me at one point. My ex dealt with.
Alright, chat. You know how I say we as a couples therapist, you gotta play both sides. But why are you telling us that now? You feel what I'm saying? There's a time and a place, and I understand. You know what I'm saying? Here, cause listen, chat. Here's my thoughts on everything. Listen. When I'm doing couples therapy, this is my rule of thumb for all my therapists. Whether you're with your girl, whether you're with your man, whether it's just a 1-on-1, 2-on-2, whatever it is, you don't bring up something from the past while you are in the wrong. That's my rule of thumb. When I'm talking to you and I'm telling you you're wrong, there's no buts, there's not ifs, there's no whats, there's no ands. You're wrong, we focus on that, and then we move forward. You feel what I'm saying? So when you try and bring something from the past, that tells me, if you didn't address it, I like to be nice. I say, if you don't address it within the first week, it never really bothered you. You were just holding it as ammunition to unload it on him one day. You feel what I'm saying? You were trying to get a Rico on him. When people don't address things in the relationship straight on, I like to be lenient. I say the first week, people are busy, people got schedules. But when you don't address shit in the first week, because some people, right, I get it, they don't want to be confrontational. You're just shooting yourself in the foot because it makes you look like you're just doing it in retaliation. So that's why I tell all my people in the couples there, when you have a partner that is willing to address it within the first week, that's healthy. Y'all need to be addressing it in the first week. Because if you don't, it looks like you're just dragging something. And 99% of the time, you are. Because if it didn't bother you enough to address it in the first week, it probably wasn't that deep. Or you're partly in the wrong. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to, diminish anything. But now, listen, let's play devil's advocates. This is SA we're talking about. SA is very deep. You feel what I'm saying, chat? SA, that is a traumatic experience, and I can't speak on that. Why? That's never happened to me. Thank God. Thank God, bro. Right? That shit's never happened to me. I know niggas who have been assaulted, and that shit is very, very difficult to talk about. Right? Even if you're willing to tell somebody, just to get the words out of your mouth, let's be real, chat. That is very difficult. Let's give her props for at least coming on the internet and saying that. Not trying to be Captain Save-A-Ho, not trying to have a big ass on my chest and be Superman. I'm just saying, right? But with that being said, like I said in the beginning, there's a time and a place. Let's keep it a beam. If he really did that, I don't think your apology video should be, hey, I cheated on my ex, I did this on my ex, I did this with my cousin on my ex, but he sexually assaulted me, so it's fine. So first of all, it looks like you're trying to justify sexual assault. That's whack, gang. That's whack. Or not that you're trying to justify cheating with sexual assault. That is whack, right? That's what it looks like right now. Let's keep it a beat. So what I think she should have done instead, made 2 separate videos, right? First, do this, and then later on, do another one. Because right now, you looking like the bad guy, twin. You looking like you just bring this shit up to make a nigga look bad because he made you look bad. Because my thing is, why would you keep it a secret for so long? I get it. Sexual assault is traumatizing, but we can't sit up here and make excuses for you, gang. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like, especially with all of the streamers nowadays, chat, who are trying to make themselves sexual assault victims, they're just overly spamming it. This shit holds no meaning. And I'm not saying she's lying, I'm not saying whatever, but you just gotta understand how it looks. That's all I'm trying to say.
A lot of anger issues, and he would often use me as an outlet. For example, he would punch things, he would rip wires in the heat of conflicts. He would yell at me when I cried, and he would gaslit me until I believed I was the problem.
Hey, okay. First of all, what did I tell y'all? 21 and 18, what happens in a relationship? It's abusive. When an older man is dating a woman, this is like, it's like the man wants to, it's like he wants to control somebody. I've never seen a man that's 2 to 3 years older than a woman. Let's keep it at 3 to 4 years older than a woman that hasn't abused her, that hasn't, you know what I'm saying, try to be controlling of her. I'm keeping it 1,000. You know I keep it real with you. I've never seen it in my life. But listen, Kenneth, when he came and he made all his claims, he brought proof. I don't see your proof, but let's continue.
There were 2 or 3 times where my ex would approach me unprovoked and put me in a chokehold against the wall, and I would tell him to stop because I was scared, and he wouldn't. The next thing I'm about to say are serious allegations that I know men often get falsely accused of, but at the end of the day, all I can do is come on here, tell my truth, tell my story, whether you want to believe it or not. There was a time where me and my ex were drinking, and he forced himself onto me.
Hey! Let me just listen. Let me finish.
And I cried, and I begged him.
It's not funny. It's not funny. Yo, don't clip that. It's not funny.
To stop, but he never did. At the time of my essay, he
No.
begged him to stop, but he never did. At the time of my
Why are we cutting frames, dog? I get it. This is traumatic, but you gotta sit through one take. I don't care if you have a script behind you, but you gotta do this one take because when you're cutting the video like this, it ruins your credibility, dog.
essay, he was very rough on me, which resulted in me getting a cut on my insides. Luckily, I was able to take video footage of the blood on the scene and a graphic photo of the damage that resulted.
I'm sorry. The picture of my intern was too graphic to share online. Gang, I want to believe you, but 2 things. I just remembered my second point. Also, the thing for essay victims is when they come on the internet and they haven't filed a police report or aren't in the act of filing a police report or aren't in the act of finding help, I can't believe you. I'm sorry. It's because there's so many times when females are just throwing that away. They're just the boy who cried wolf. And I'm not trying to hate on my female viewers, but I'm being honest. Y'all throw it on around and you just do it. You know what I'm saying? You say, oh, he did this to me, and then you don't do nothing about it. I can't support that. I can't believe you. Second of all, I feel like you could have blurred the video. I feel like you could have done anything. But to say the picture was too graphic, it's like, gang, why would you even bring it up at all? I don't know, man. I really want to believe you, and I'm really sorry if it did truly happen, but it's hard to believe you. I'm sorry. I'm keeping it 1,000. Y'all know how I be as a couples therapist, man. This happened 2 days before my birthday, July 13th, Texas, Google Photos. I mean, hey, I don't really know what this means. You could have had a bloody nose. I'm not trying to be a hater, but let's keep it as it is.
After all this abuse,
If he really did that shit, that's fucked up, gang. I wouldn't be surprised, though. Not gonna lie, 21 and 18, that's ridiculous.
I found with my ex, which made it hard for me to leave and left me in a cycle of half-hearted apologies that I continue to accept. This was a memory of mine that was heavily repressed.
See, so this is multiple takes. You gotta do one take, dog. You gotta do one take. Sorry.
Because I didn't know how to process it at the time, and I was very oblivious to what a healthy relationship was supposed to look like. After 1 year of mental torment and trying to get my ex to change to no avail, I left.
Alright, we're gonna break this down. Chat, we're gonna go full breakdown of the messages. We're gonna look at everything. Let's see. Yeah, man, I passed out last night. Kat, give me brief overview of why you broke up with. I'm so lost. So she texted, this is a screenshot of somebody else. I could tell, but I finished at 3 a.m. anyway, so I knew you'd be asleep. Kat, context clue. Wait, let me see if she explains it.
Here's proof of my...
And she doesn't explain it. So, first of all, you're dropping screenshots with no context clues. Because, no, think about it. If this was my client, this is how I'm talking to you. Like, what are we doing? Explain what's going on. Let's break this down. Come on. Explain what's going on. I could tell, but I finished at 3 a.m. anyway. Wait, does this nigga have a response? Chat, I'll upload this on YouTube. This shit gets... Let's aim for, like, 10 likes. Because I haven't been back on it. This shit gets 10 likes on YouTube. I'll react to this tomorrow. But listen. Let's see. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Mental torment and trying to get my ex to change to no avail.
He lost a real one because of his problem he was never able to fix. I was putting 100... This is October 2024, by the way, Jen. I was putting 100% of myself into the relationship to fix it, while he put 50% so it didn't work. Okay? Despite everything, I loved him and believed him and gave him trust and all in hopes he would change, but he never will for me because sooner after our talk the next day when we have an argument where his stubbornness held him back, from being mature, it's just proof he will never change, not for me at least, not while in this relationship. He needs to be alone. See that? So I stood up for myself and broke up with him 2 days ago, and we argued again. And let me guess, you got back with him 2 months later. Not even, maybe 2 weeks, gang. Do it right now, or we break up. I'm dead ass done putting up with your bullshit. All this stubbornness, you are in the wrong for this shit. I'm not putting up with it. Wait for you to get your... sleep before you want to handle the issue between us two, so please let me know right now. I'm switching it. Nah, I'm good. You got it. Oh my god, if this is really him, bro, you a dickhead, nigga. You can repeatedly hurt me, but you get to claim you love me, right? You get to claim you tried, right? I forgive you as many times as humanly possible, and you remain the same, right? I can go through hell and back. Doesn't care. I hope you rot in hell. I mean, wow. So if this really Kenneth and he says, nah, I'm good. First of all, I'm gonna keep it 1,000. If you're going to bring proof, you gotta have it like this. Text message says October 9th, 2024. When it says today, this shit looks fake. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. Also, I'm gonna have one of my boys remove this red text so we can see if it's a Texas number, because he's from Texas, right? Right, chat? So if he's from Texas, this number... Oh, wait, y'all can't even see it. My bad, y'all. I just realized y'all can't even see it. I don't feel like fixing it. Chat, should I put my camera down here? No, that's OD, right? That's OD. Wait, let me put it back. Let me put it back. No, but listen. Oh, wait, why am I posting it? No, but listen. I don't know. I just don't know. What's the point of these text messages? I'm gonna let the video play out, but based off what I see, if this is real, she's genuinely hurting, and she needs a nigga to treat her right. So I'm assuming the cousin was that escape. That person where when she needed somebody to vent to, you know what I'm saying? This is why, ladies and gentlemen, I tell you, if a female has a man in her life, and this is for the females too, if a male has a female in his life that they are very close to, you ought to watch out, because they can't be trusted. A lot of my clients tell me, oh, you're just insecure, but no, seriously, I encourage a lot of you to put that person to the text. Tell them they broke up with their boyfriend or their girlfriend. Say they're really feeling down. Ask them to go over, and if they're trying to do something. You know what I'm saying? YouTube, I'm not going to say it on there, but to my Twitch people, you already know what I'm talking about. Simple. You feel what I'm saying? Or not my Twitch people, my TikTok people. Y'all already know what I'm saying, bro. You got to have them go out there to run a test. Because a lot of these people, let's be real, they're just waiting their turn, gang. You feel what I'm saying? I'm going to keep it 1,000 with y'all. Especially if it's relationships of upwards of 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years, gang. They just waiting their turn, gang. Let's keep it 1,000.
I left. Here's proof of my ex admitting to
Yapaholic? Bro, my name is yapwjosh. I mean, I don't know what you want from me, gang.
His anger issues. To no avail, I left.
You gotta let us read the screenshots, gang, or at least explain it.
Proof of my ex admitting to his anger issues and
All right,
admitting
let's see.
I left.
Is this his profile picture right now?
Kenneth? Cousin. Yo, what the fuck, nigga? Chat, what's wrong with my Google? I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. Like, I'm trying to give it a benefit of the doubt, but I really don't know. I started shaking when I seen your text. I still am good. You hope I rot in hell. I've been in hell these past 11 days. Oh my god. I can already see the manipulation. As a man, I can tell this shit is not genuine. Good. I'm just so speechless right now. You should be. I was just thinking about you and ranting about you. When a nigga says I was just thinking about you, bro, don't ever trust that shit. Because I've seen that shit happen so many times, bro. God, Kenneth, I was really on your side too, twin. This shit is very disappointing. Very, very disappointing, man. I'm so speechless right now. If this shit is like, because this could be fake, though. Right? We have AI. You can fake text messages. So this shit really could be fake. I'm taking all this with a grain of salt. But if this is real, this is very disappointing. You're 3 years older than a woman talking about, I was just thinking about you. When a nigga says this, bro, this is top one manipulation. Because he lost what he got. And it doesn't sit well with his ego. You feel what I'm saying, chat? He needs that shit back. Very disappointing.
admitting to his anger issues and
God, I don't know if I can do all this, chat, but let's just summarize. Right now, I feel absolutely charged, destroying life. I don't even feel like I deserve to talk to you right now because of what I put you through. I wish after my countless promises that I keep them. And when I said I would do better, I'm not going to talk about the effects or what we've been going through because I'm not trying to manipulate, trying to feel bad for possibly twisting your mind. But I feel I'm someone with a great... Oh, my God. I'm not reading this game. I was looking at a picture of you and made a few videos with her. Just how could I make such a sweet girl? God, this is some... I don't even know. This is one of the most toxic cases I've ever seen in my life. Actually, I'm lying. I'm so lying. This is not even that bad. And I'm so confused. Why are you texting her on Instagram? Like, I don't get this, chat. I'm so confused, bro. If you're gonna make your My Truth video, if you're gonna make it, explain what's going on. Maybe she does. I'm just not listening.
Here's proof of my ex admitting to his anger issues and admitting to the abuse that led to the fallout of our relationship.
You were everywhere in my... Oh, my God. I've been missing you. You brought so much light and joy to my life. Every moment. You were everything.
I still have the letters that he wrote for me where he confessed to his...
He wrote you a letter? God, Chad, this is like... I didn't know I was gonna have to do this much reading today. I always tried to hit you with, no, let's not break up. Let's continue fighting. I would change. I'd become a stranger. What is this? Alright, I'm sorry. When we're trying to prove a point, right? I get it. You want to bring all the evidence. You want to bring all this. This is something I like to call fluff. Alright? You're either going to get to the point. You're going to show me, hey, look at this sentence he said. Look at these 3 sentences. But when you're bringing paragraphs and paragraphs of evidence, you ought to explain this shit, right? When my therapist, they come, oh, but look at this text message. Look what he did here. No. No, gang. What are we doing? What are we doing? You show me that shit, gang. Get to the point. Or don't show, like, come on.
Abuse and confess to the wrongdoings that...
It's a 12-minute video. This nigga's been yapping for 30 minutes. Yo. Y'all know how we do it out here, man. Yap with Josh.
he put me through in our relationship.
I'm deeply sorry for all the pain and trauma I caused you during the relationship to my angry alien person. I would never, But how do I even know he wrote this?
Shit. I
I'm tired,
had
bro.
a screenshot of a 20-minute confession where he confessed to his wrongdoings, and he made it for me in order to convince me to continue being in a relationship with him. I tried to re-access the link in order to showcase the video for you guys today, but it was sent by him and it was privated by him, and so I no longer have access to it. My ex often tried to use money as a way to avoid responsibility for his shortcomings.
Will he be my girlfriend again? That's hilarious. I mean, hey, this is abusive and toxic. This is really the world we live in, bro. If you not getting cheated on by your girl, if y'all not, you know what I'm saying, struggling to find a girl, then your girl are having a toxic ass relationship. And you're getting abused, bro. I don't think in any century there's ever been a less or a more abusive relationship. Like, everybody in a relationship now, they're getting abused. They're getting attacked. They're getting hurt. This shit is sad, dog.
I
I'm
feel
very
bad for
grateful
both
for
of them. They
everything my
both
ex
need
bought
help.
for me. However, I don't appreciate insisting that I was freeloading off of him when everything he ever did was his choice. And I don't believe a relationship should just be reduced to a list of expenses either. Monetary value does not disregard toxic behaviors. After all of these gestures, I took my ex back in February of 2025. And in March of that year, after leaving him from the airport, I was set into a spiral of losing myself and wanting to seek therapy. Here's the video I recorded after leaving my ex.
Like, I just don't know what I'm doing. Like, I feel like it was my body, bro. Like, I just needed to sit down and get help from other people in my life or maybe therapy.
This shit breaks my heart, bro. She needs help, man. Chat, she needs help. This is bad, bro. This is a very bad situation. And honestly, if this is true, I really think Kenneth is wrong for putting this shit on the internet. Like, this is some story I would tell you. Like, if this were to happen to me, this is something I would tell y'all like 2-3 years after the fact that it happened. But currently, gang, come on.
Like,
What are we doing? What, like, genuinely, what are we doing, bro? This shit is insane.
a lot of stuff has been going on, like, in my life. Like, I need to stop.
But then also, how are you gonna sit up here? You're on a plane and you're recording this shit. I'll never understand niggas like you, bro.
I'll never understand niggas like you.
That's like me. And, I'm sorry, just so, like, non-descriptive, but I just kind of want to pour everything out. I'm at a breaking point in my life right now, but it's not your problem at all. At all. But, yeah, I need help in that sense. I need to listen and grow and do better.
At the end of the day, I chose to stay in this relationship and I made my mistakes. I regret everything I did and I wish I could take it all back. I never wanted to hurt anybody and I understand how badly I messed up. The only thing I can do from now is take the time to better myself and to heal. The next and final thing I would like to discuss is my mental health. Throughout everything that has happened, I have come to terms with the fact that I suffer with depression. It's a battle that I've been unknowing.
Girl, I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. This more than depression. This is more than depression. You know what I mean? Like, you fuck your cousin. You fuck your cousin. We trying to say it's depression. I'm sorry. I can't justify that. This is not depression. This is a mental illness. No, chat. Ready? I'm gonna write this down for you. This is what it really is. Your ex was abusive. He was toxic. He told you all these kind of things. You needed an outlet. It just so happened to be the only other man in your life was your cousin. I'm willing to bet and sell my house. This is really what happened. Then that outlet was your cousin. You realize it's brighter on the other side. You realize men or a man is willing to treat you right. You fell in love with your cousin. And then you sent those text messages. That's what happened. Especially since you knew that man for so long. Y'all built a bond. And then y'all realized, hey, I actually like each other. Cool. That's really what happened. If we making it long story short, that's what happened. Simple.
Fighting for the past 2 years.
Because if we gonna blame this on depression, come on, gang. Come on.
I was in denial and blamed it on a lot of other things in my life without fully understanding myself.
No, girl. The reason you did this is because he was traumatic. He was doing shit to you, and you needed an outlet. That outlet happened to be your cousin. Like, this, can we keep it a being? Or are we trying to blame this on depression, bro? Come on. I hate when niggas do this shit, especially when I'm on your side, girl. I'm not on your side, but I was on your side for a second. You gonna do this shit? And the thing for Kenneth, that nigga, it's either, I'm still trying to figure this out. I'm still learning about this every day. I'll never understand why older niggas get with younger females and manipulate them like that, but I'm just trying to think. It's like they had a traumatic experience as a child, they were beat growing up as a child, or they had some type of trauma from their parents, or they were just like bullied and they sense like a lack of control. Because when a man does this, it's out of like, when a man tries to control a woman like that, they want to be a man, they want to show that they're big, right? And that's why they would do some shit like this. So that's why he was abusing her.
Mental health is so stigmatized to where a lot of people, including me, do not get the help that they need when they need it, and it can often lead to self-destruction. Throughout the past few weeks,
I'm not laughing.
I'm
not laughing. But why she just hit a
to
speed,
lead
bro?
to self-destruction.
Why did she just hit a speed? Oh my god. Oh my god. New meme pack. I ain't gonna lie. This thumbnail. I'm screenshotting this. I'm screenshotting this. No disrespect to her though, but this is the thumbnail. Wait, should I hit that? Should I hit that, chat? Alright, no, come on. I'm doing too much.
Throughout the past few weeks, I've attempted to take
Say
my
my mom
life
on chat.
multiple
W
times.
stream. Alright, we're back.
The only
We're
reason
back.
I'm here right now is because I failed. During this fight, I stopped eating, I stopped sleeping, and I struggled to take care of my well-being. I felt helpless, and every day I would struggle with finding a reason to continue to live. I often felt like the world would be a better place without me. The suicide facility that I was admitted to was an abrasive environment that only made me regress more. In my time there, I met a lot of people that were in worse positions than me, and I learned a lot about the unfair and inhumane treatment that these people receive. And from my experience there and my own personal journey, I've been very motivated to advocate for better resources and more attention given to these people to assist them in getting the proper help that they need. I understand that my actions have consequences, and I also understand how the internet works. So I knew the hate was inevitable, and I have no problem with facing that. However, I do want to remind you guys that I am still a human being, and I don't think anyone deserves the immense cyberbullying and the non-stop death threats that I've received in the past few days. I do believe that bringing all this to the internet in the way my ex did was completely wrong and invasive. It felt like a breach in our privacy. I know a lot of people don't believe I deserve the platform that I have, and don't think I should come back to the internet at all. I understand. What I did is undoable, it's terrible, and I can't tell you enough how much I regret it. However, I do want to come back. I do want to be able to use my platform to raise awareness for mental health because I know there's a lot of people out there who are just like me, who are struggling and they don't even know it. I will be back to streaming, and I will be back to doing what I love. Because at the end of the day, I want to use my platform to help people. And I do believe after I get stronger and I get help, I can do that. To my community and to all
Be taking some indefinite time
my
away.
support,
Alright, that's good.
I'm so sorry I let you guys down. I'm so sorry I disappointed you guys. And if you are still here to support me, thank you. If not, that's okay too. Thank you for your time, and thank you for listening to my truth and my story. This is my experience and the things that I went through in my relationship and in the past 2.5 years of my life.
We'll watch this one tomorrow, chat, because I gotta go. Let's see the comments. Family functions finna be hell, yo. Nigga, my truth, nigga, your truth is you cracked your cousin. Yeah, these niggas is dick riding in the comments. Here, I'm gonna be the voice of reason. Here, we finna full screen real quick. You finna full screen real quick, chat. No. Like, I don't know. This is like a tricky case because they're both wrong. 18, I still can't get over it. 18 and 21, that's ridiculous. I don't really care what you niggas say. You fresh out of high school, gang. You don't think the same way. You niggas don't act right. You know what I'm saying? That is genuinely ridiculous. But if we're being real, she cheated. She's automatically in the wrong. Whether what she brought is real or fake, I don't know. Whether what Kenneth is saying is real or fake, I have no idea. It just feels like two toxic niggas trying to prove each other right. And I don't know. This situation is hell. They both need counseling. They both need therapy. I could heal Kenneth probably just because I'm a man. I could talk to her. Kat, I could try, but she's a female. It's a little bit harder because she's a way more. It seems like there's some deeper trauma. I would honestly have to interview both of them. Honestly, if it was up to me, I would look deep into their past, try and see what's wrong with them. Try and see, because at the end of the day, people who are mentally ill, it only takes one thing for a parasite to leech onto you and make you do some crazy shit like this. You feel what I'm saying? It only takes one event for a parasite to leech onto you and make you do some shit like this. It's simple, man. It's really some crazy shit, man. This is some shit you hate to see, dog. But hey, man, shout out to Man Kaizenet. Stream University application. Down in the comments. Like, comment, sub. Yeah, it's that time, man. But hey, man, let me know what's up with my comments. Like about more. You know,